Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Flow Podcast Official. This is a place where you can improve your English naturally while also learning ideas that make your daily life better. Today's episode is about something that affects every person in the world: your thoughts. More specifically, the power of positive thinking and how small changes in your mindset can make your days lighter and calmer. Many English learners tell me something like this: my mind is always busy. I worry too much. I overthink everything. If that sounds familiar, then today's episode is for you. This is a B1 level listening practice, so I will speak slowly and clearly. You can listen while walking, cooking, studying, or relaxing. And if you enjoy learning English in this way, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to English Flow Podcast Official so more learners can find this channel. All right, take a deep breath. Let's begin. Let me ask you a simple question. Where does happiness come from? Many people believe happiness comes from external things: a better job, more money, a bigger house, or other people's approval. But the truth is something different. A large part of happiness comes from how you respond to life. Two people can have the same situation but feel completely different about it. One person says, everything is terrible. The other says, this is difficult, but I will learn something from it. The situation is the same, but the mindset is different, and mindset changes everything. Sometimes your brain wakes up in a negative mood. Maybe you open your eyes in the morning and immediately think, I have too many problems. Your mind starts remembering old mistakes or worrying about the future. When this happens, your brain begins to dwell on negative thoughts. To dwell means to think about something again and again for a long time. The more you dwell on problems, the heavier your mind feels. It's like carrying a heavy backpack full of worries. But here is the important idea: you cannot always change your mood immediately. However, you can change your next small action. Maybe that action is opening a window and breathing fresh air, drinking a glass of water, listening to a favorite song, or going for a short walk. These actions are small, but small actions can reset your mental energy. Think of your mind like a garden. If you do nothing, weeds will grow. But if you plant good seeds, gratitude, kindness, movement, music, the garden slowly becomes healthier. You don't need to fix your entire life today. You only need to plant one small positive seed. Now let's talk about something very common: worry. Many people spend hours worrying about things that haven't happened yet. Your mind may say, what if I fail? What if people judge me? What if everything goes wrong? Soon your thoughts begin spiraling. When thoughts spiral, they go deeper and deeper into negative stories. One small worry becomes a big mental storm. But here's a helpful exercise. Take a piece of paper and draw two circles. In the first circle, write things I can control. In the second circle, write things I cannot control. In the control circle, you might write how much sleep you get, what you eat, how you spend your time, how much you practice English. In the cannot control circle, you might write other people's opinions, the past, the weather, global news. When people do this exercise, they notice something surprising. Most of their worries are about things in the cannot control circle. That means their brain is working very hard, but not helping. When you focus on things outside your control, your mind becomes exhausted. Instead, choose one small action from the control circle. Maybe you study English for 10 minutes. Maybe you take a walk. Maybe you send a message to a friend. When your mind focuses on small actions, it becomes calmer. Your brain finally gets a chance to rest. Another reason people feel negative is because they feel stuck. Maybe you have experienced this. Every day feels the same. You wake up, go to work, come home, scroll on your phone, sleep, and then repeat the same routine again. This feeling is called being stuck in a rut. A rut means a path that never changes. When people are stuck in a rut, they often feel lost. This is where goals become powerful. But there is a mistake many people make. They create very big goals. For example, I will completely change my life. It sounds inspiring, but it can also feel overwhelming. Instead, try setting small goals. Maybe 3 simple goals: one for your health, one for your learning, and one for your relationships. For example, health goal: walk for 20 minutes every day. Learning goal: practice English for 15 minutes daily. Relationship goal: send one kind message to someone each day. These goals are small, but they give your brain something important: direction. Imagine driving at night in thick fog. You cannot see the entire road, but your headlights show the next few meters. That is enough to keep moving. Goals work in the same way. You don't need to see your entire future. You only need to see the next step. Life is not always easy. Everyone experiences moments of sadness, disappointment, or loss. Maybe a relationship ends. Maybe a plan fails. Maybe something important doesn't work out. When painful events happen, it is normal to feel sad. But sometimes people become trapped in sadness. They brood. To brood means to think about painful events repeatedly. You replay conversations in your mind. You ask questions like, what if I had done something differently? This kind of thinking rarely helps. Instead of healing, it keeps you stuck in emotional pain. When life feels heavy, small actions are again the key. You don't need to solve everything immediately. You only need to keep moving forward slowly. Take a walk, talk to a trusted friend, cook a meal, read a book. These simple activities help your mind process emotions. This is called working through a problem. To work through something means dealing with it slowly, step by step. And with time, something of things amazings. Your mind begins to bounce back. To bounce back means recovering after a difficult experience, like a ball that falls to the ground but rises again. Human beings are incredibly resilient. Even after hard moments, we can grow stronger. At the end of the day, positivity does not mean pretending everything is perfect. Real positivity means something simpler. It means choosing small, healthy responses even when life feels difficult. You may not control every situation, but you always control your next step. As the saying goes, the ball is in your court. This idiom means it is now your turn to act. Life gives you situations, but you decide how to respond. And sometimes the best response is a very small, a short walk, a deep breath, a kind word to yourself. Before we finish today's episode, I want you to remember one thing. You don't need to become a perfectly positive person overnight. Just try one small habit. Maybe tomorrow morning you will open the window, take a deep breath, and start the day with a calm mind. Small habits create big changes over time. Thank you for spending time with me today on English Flow Podcast Official. If this episode helped you relax and practice English, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to English Flow Podcast Official so more learners can find this channel. All right, I have a question for you. Write in the comments, what small positive habit will you try this week? I love reading your responses. Until next time, keep listening, keep practicing, and keep your English flowing. See you in the next episode.